Ah, Miss Clancy, I've got complaints here from GPs. Thousands of them. Shortages, missed payments, catastrophic errors. I mean, is this a digital issue?
Oh, by the time you're saying the word digital, you're unlikely to be talking just about technology. At this point, we're talking about social and technological change, which is driving quite difficult and disruptive behaviour in your organisation.
Well, you can say that again. Disruptive, incredibly disruptive. Wrong patients' records delivered. Others not delivered at all. Supplies arriving late. Therefore, serious shortages.
Digital is all about how do you really embrace the disruptive change potential which these new technologies bring to your business.
Yeah, but our patients don't want disruptive change potential. They want safe treatment from their GPs.
We like to look at what we call digital pragmatism. Digital pragmatism is how do you move forward at scale and pace? How can you perhaps intercept an existing transformation program by using techniques like user experience or robotics, really drive out the benefits quickly so you create a basis for moving forward with your radical service redesign.
Robotics? Oh, how does that work then? A robotic doctor stands in for a real doctor who can't work because you forgot to update the lists.
We design the maturity curve in order to help your organisation move through that digital journey.
Miss Clancy, my name is Dr. Spencer, not Doctor Who. I am not on a digital journey.
Service redesign, which is the next stage on the maturity curve, is much more about how do we redesign an end-to-end customer experience. How do we
No, hang on. I'll tell you about an end-to-end customer experience. Mrs. Williams comes to the surgery. She's 18, got a bit of memory loss. The GP examines her. He realises he must prescribe a drug urgently, but he cannot access information about a possible abreaction because her records haven't been delivered. And so he has to withhold the prescription, send her home. Next morning, Mrs. Williams is taken to hospital in a critical condition. End of customer experience.
The future model, the future state that we put at the end of the maturity curve is something where we believe you're always going to be experimenting because this is about how you constantly reimagine your organisation.
Doesn't need reimagining, for God's sake. It just needs to work as well as it did before Capita got hold of it.
If we know anything about the 21st century, we know that we can't predict what's going to happen next. The future model is all about how you create an environment which will allow you to take advantage of innovation, but which will reimagine your role in what's going to be a very different market in a very different world.